What's going on, YouTube? We are back with another episode. We're out here grinding, getting in that work, getting as good as possible because we are trying to be elite by April 1st to get ready for the competitive season. In pursuit of that excellence, I have finally decided to join a golf coaching program in order to get my swing to an elite level. Today, I'm going to tell you about that and how it can help you too. So here we go. For those of you that have been following the channel, you know that my swing is entirely homemade. I never took a lesson. I've only been to like golf camp as a kid, which they don't really teach you much there. It's basically babysitting. I've learned everything from either watching Golf Channel or watching YouTube, and that's it. So I've never had any formal training. Now, as we approach the end of last season, I finally got my swing to a point where it was competitive. However, as I want to progress and get better, I know that the swing I currently have is just not enough to be elite. It's not consistent enough. And I would notice that because there were times when I would get really streaky, and in the last month of the season, I got really hot and I was able to do a lot. But then a week later, the swing starts to fall apart because I just don't understand the mechanics and I don't know enough about the golf swing in order to stay militant and stay consistent. I don't want to be vulnerable to those kind of swing abnormalities. It's just not sustainable. And in order to compete, you got to be a machine. So I started looking at golf coaches. I've never had a golf coach, so I didn't know exactly who I wanted or what I wanted. But my criteria whenever taking advice, and I did this in my music career, I was able to become a platinum selling audio engineer without any formal education. And the reason for that is there's tons of online resources. There's tons of things you can learn from yourself if you're self-motivated. And I use this one principle, and that is I do not take advice from anybody whose results I do not want to emulate. I only take advice from expert resources that know what they're talking about. And in the golf world, there are 9 million people giving tips who probably shouldn't. So you have to weed through a lot of the garbage. And it's tough to weed through a lot of that stuff because as golfers, how many of us actually understand what the golf swing really is on a mechanical level? We don't have enough knowledge to even know if the coach we are enlisting is doing the right things. We just kind of take a lot of things at face value. But I've got a lot of friends who've actually gotten worse from golf lessons because they didn't know how to judge whether the advice they were being given was helping or hurting them. And that was a fear for me because I've made a lot of progress. I don't want to lose that progress. How can I best find a solution to learn and get better without tearing down the house? And I was getting really frustrated with my swing, so I knew I had to make this change, but I had to do some research to figure out exactly who was going to do it. And the other thing, guys, is that we spend a lot of money as golfers. I didn't want to go spend more money. You know, I've already spent enough on clubs this year. I spent enough on green fees. Last thing I wanted to do was go mortgage myself on coaching, but I knew I needed the help. That's when I came across this program, which I think is the biggest game changer in golf instruction. And that game changer is George Gankas Online Academy. Guys, this is incredible. So George Gankas, if you're not familiar, he's Matthew Wolf's coach. I've been following this guy on Instagram since like 2015, and he's just brilliant when it comes to the golf swing. I love the way he teaches. I've tried to incorporate some of his concepts into my own swing, but again, I didn't really understand how he was achieving some of the things he was doing. I can't afford to hire George personally, nor can I go down to wherever he is because of COVID, but with this academy, it's like $500 for the year. I'm doing the monthly plan right now. So it's like $50 a month if you do the monthly plan. And it has an entire breakdown of the golf swing, the setup, everything he teaches, top to bottom. There's a forum where you can post your swing and get critiques. There's everything, guys. This thing is insane. So when I saw this, I freaked out because this is exactly the kind of resource I was looking for. It's a credible source of information from an expert that is so in depth that I can consume and then apply to my own game. And guys, this is not just for like expert golfers. This is for everybody. Like, I think if you want to get better at golf, you need to understand what the golf swing is. And from just watching the first hour of videos, I have no idea what the golf swing is. I had no idea. There were so many things I was doing innately, but there was a lot of things I was doing wrong that were actually causing a lot of the issues that were making me so frustrated. But I had no idea. Everyone talks about speed and lag and all these things, but I didn't understand how to create any of these things. I didn't understand how to shallow it out properly. I didn't understand any of that. This course teaches you. So guys, I'm 3 days into this and I am absolutely blown away with the things I'm learning and the difference it's made in my swing and my setup immediately. So here, I'm gonna show you 2 quick clips right here and just look at how drastic the difference is, the before and after. Look at how far ahead I was on my toes in the old swing. I would have balance issues. I thought I was getting into an athletic stance with some of the squatting I was doing. Turns out all of that is absolutely garbage and is actually what's causing a lot of the things that I hate about my swing. And a lot of the issues I'm having, it's all right there. I was doing so many things poorly that I didn't even know, but I had no way to audit it. And being able to know is power. That's what's going to make you a better golfer. It's all about confidence. And this program, in my opinion, has already given me a ton of confidence, but I know the confidence it can give. And I think that it can give that confidence to you. When you have somebody of that caliber teaching you the fundamentals, you really can't go wrong. What's crazy is I get to proceed as if George was my coach. There's an entire curriculum I get to follow. There's tasks, there's ways to check in. There's a forum where you can post your swing and you get your questions answered by two of his guys that are credible teachers and can give you great feedback. And I already actually posted a photo in there and they helped me clean something up because one of the things I was doing in my first tweaks was I wasn't rounding my back enough and I was still bending my knees too much. And so they quickly addressed that right away. And I brought that into my swing today. And that's been a huge update. So I'm blown away that this isn't talked about more. This resource is incredible. There's so much nonsense out there in the golf world. This is no nonsense. This is a credible source of information. If you want to get better, I highly recommend jumping on it because I just don't see how you can lose from learning of someone of this caliber. And in the 3 days of doing this has already made a huge impact on my game. Here's a clip from earlier. This is hole number 13 here, just a par 3. This hole has eaten me alive because it's just, I don't know, there's just something about this tee shot that just hasn't worked for me. And because I haven't been confident in my swing, it's been a bit of a struggle to hit this green. So today, after putting in these swing changes and grinding it out on the range, I went up to this hole, absolutely hit a dart, made the putt, boom, birdie. Like, I hadn't done that yet on this hole. And I have confidence going into that tee, knowing that what I'm executing, I can start to now understand where my ball's gonna go. And that is so cool. And this is day 3. Imagine grinding on this program for a couple months and actually putting in the work every day. Like, I'm so excited. I can't believe this. Like, to have a PGA Tour caliber coach providing you information that then you can just take and implement into your own game. Guys, we have no excuses anymore. We can become really good at golf now. Anybody can become really good at golf. You just got to put in that time. So safe to say, I'm pretty excited about what this is going to do to my game and how it's going to help me improve and get to the level I want to be. I can only imagine what it can do for you. So that's why I want to share it. I think it's super dope. So let me know. Hopefully this helps you. I am so pumped to continue this off-season training now. My swing was making me so nervous. So now that we have something that we can go off of that's going to put us in a position to win, I cannot wait. Anyway, guys, that wraps up this episode. I'm going to go finish up the last couple holes before it gets too dark. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please join me on this journey of golf. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace.